Hi guys, Yacca here. So I actually have an arena run right now, which seems to be going rather well. Um, the deck in itself, we'll see how far we can take it. But the deck in itself, the early game, I wouldn't say it's suffering a little bit, but we're pretty light on two. Um, but then the rest of the deck is actually some kind of there's some synergy in there. But it's a mixture of both dragons and elementals, and usually you want to be a little bit cautious about that because you want to try, if you are at all able to commit to some kind of synergy where you try to enhance that as much as possible, and then you just pick the good cards in the arena because you can't guarantee anything. And I wouldn't say that the synergy within the deck is completely off the charts, but it's good enough that you manage to hit those synergies once in a while. One that deserves a mention is that I have some elementals in here, some low cost ones as well, which activates rather well with the animated avalanche, where you need to play an elemental the turn before you play the animated avalanche, and sometimes you just want to hang on to that elemental if you have other plays, otherwise you just go for the tempo. But I hopefully will be able to show that over the course of the games that I'll be playing. At least I'll get 3 more. Might be 3 losses in a row, but at least I'll get 3 more games out of it. And then, of course, towards the end of the deck list, you also have the Twin Tyrants. And the Twin Tyrants are just game winners by their own, and I have 2 of them. So these are... it's a solid deck, definitely. And the few dragons that I do have, the dragons I do have in there, doesn't require an insane amount of synergy with them. They can actually hold their own. They don't require a dragon being held in hand. But if I discover something out of the Azure Explorer, then I do have other dragons in the deck at least. But let's head on in and see what we can manage to do with this deck, which is kind of, as I mentioned, a synergy deck between elementals and dragons. Mirror Entity. I get that as the lowest cost card in the early game. Actually, I have Boom Pistol Bully here, one of the new cards, and that is really... it's been played against me a bunch of times. There's a lot of Battlecry minions at the moment, and it just ruins your game plan. But it's still too early. I want to do a full mulligan here, see if I can get any of my 1-drops. Perhaps a 2-drop, but I have more 1-drops than 2, and then usually I can use my 1 and then the hero power on 2. But I do get a 2-drop here, and I have one of the animated avalanches here. And when I do have that in hand, if at all possible, then I will do my best to hold on to any elementals that I might eventually get. I'm not too afraid here, because if I do drop a minion, he might have a spell on that one specifically. I'm thinking where he could get... two discover 2 warlock cards. That's kind of the worst card for me here, because then I can't ping his minion down. Next turn I have to consider, do I want to throw out a Frostwolf Grunt for him to trade into this one? Actually, his hero power is quite nice. I get 2 damage off the board. I can also drop this one, because I do have some 1-drops in the deck, like a Lowly Squire, What am I doing in the next turn then? I think I just want to get rid of this one. I do have some stabilization with the Ghastly Conjurer. I can put up some taunts. The Azure Explorer is a really good card, but stats-wise, it's something that you want to play later to replenish the hand. Or if you specifically need the spell damage. Arcane Amplifier, that's good in the next turn. That's a bunch of damage incoming. 8 points of damage. Next turn I can use the Arcane Amplifier and then coin Hero Power. Then I can get rid of that one. On this turn, that's the most mana effective play, but I don't think he's incentivized to trade in. I want to force the trade. Let's do that. So what he wants to do is like trade in the 3/2 and then put the 8/3 face. He has a slow turn, which is nice. Drain Soul. It's not great, but I managed to catch up a little bit here.
Your power.
Get rid of that one. And I trade favorably with the one on the board. Now I just need to make sure that I don't get wrecked. Like I die. That would be bad. But the Hero Power right now, that's really good. Like 2 mana, 3 damage. And that's another slow turn for him. Yeah, he wants to prioritize that. This means that now I have a chance to get on the board. As you can see there, I didn't hold on to the elemental. I was simply in such a bad spot right then and there that I really needed to to get that elemental out. Challenge right now is that I'll make a broad board here. He will get the chance with the Hero Power to ping my 1-drop. Was that Twisted Knowledge? But if he runs Twisted Knowledge now and he pings my 1-drop, then that's his whole turn. If I do draw an elemental here, I want to drop that one in order to get the animated avalanche online, so to speak. That's his whole turn. You can't drop anything with 2 mana. So I do not get that one. Okay. Do I want another slow turn? Or do I want a slow turn? I was thinking about this one. I think I just want power on the board. And then I'll just ping. I'll save the Arcane Missiles with the Azure Explorer. If he just presents a board, I can Flame Strike, then I'm back in it. If not, then I can develop again. That's not a broad board. Okay. So Azure Drake, Arcane Missiles, that will be 5. Let's see where it goes. It might also be that I get a dragon. I can also ping. I can trade on the board. I think that's going to be fine. Let's see what we get here. Holding a dragon. I am actually holding a dragon. But I think Manacles might be better because I do have the Spell Wings, Flame Strikes, and it's a solid body on that one. Let's try this. See how many hits the minion. As many as possible, I hope. 50-50. Yeah.
Time runs out on me.
Yeah, I want to keep the high health minion.
Get out of my city.
Of course, I'm almost inclined to say. Sometimes it's more a matter of you trying to figure out if you want to have like a board with low health minions. So if I could do a favorable trade with the 3/5, that's a possibility that's to do that sometimes. So another 4 health. Kinda good. Kinda perfect. He's really playing into this one. See, I'm not hitting my elemental synergies right now, but I don't really need to. I can just keep the animated avalanche on the hand. I have a bunch of other plays to do right now. And are we getting towards lethal? Not yet. 5, 9, 10. If he taps, then that's lethal. In this spot where you're ahead on the board, that's also where the secrets that I did choose, the mirror entities, are quite good because he wants to put pressure out there. Okay. I do think that I want to preemptively drop Malagos. It also sets up lethal. And if he just puts out some really high health minions, a 9 damage Flame Strike will take care of most minions at the moment. It should be fine.
So many possibilities.
In this game, I didn't even touch upon my my synergy cards. Alright, fair enough. But that's his whole turn. Yeah. Just play out all minions. Do you think that I want to have a sticky minion that will have something left over if he does clear it somehow? And then he needs to do like 2 bursts of damage or an AoE kind of play and a ping. The other way around could risk the chance of just clearing the board, because if he doesn't clear the board and also take care of the token, then I still have lethal.
So many possibilities.
But there's something about the ordering there which was completely wrong. I should have played that one first and then played the Clockwork Knight. So that was a huge misplay. Apparently I feel so much ahead on this game that I'm not even considering the small stuff. It's a learning moment. It's important to realize when stuff like this happens.
Smelly fish, yummy fish.
We have
Almost out of time.
no, we didn't manage to. Should have headed into this one. So we both did a misplay. It would actually have cleared the board. Well, I make a misplay, my opponents make a misplay, it happens. That's the way it is. Oh, he wants to be a friend? Sure, let's just wait a little bit. I would be pretty disgruntled by seeing me at 7 wins making such a huge misplay and then just making my own just afterwards. So if he has a sense of humor, he's going to be, oh, wait a minute, I cost myself the game there, that was crazy. This is actually, sometimes this is what you get with the deck, that you simply don't have any early game. And that's really a risk. I think that one time it happened before me hitting This game specifically, it didn't end up mattering at all. But if your opponent has an explosive start, then this is a really bad start on the game.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
I would have loved to have a 2-drop here. That would have been great.
Is someone injured?
This is a rather explosive start, and I'm not getting anywhere with this. Wow. And I even have to drop the Ghastly Conjurer on the next turn if I don't get anything else, just to contest the board just a little bit. Okay, at least he gets a slow turn now. Well, actually the Ghastly Conjurer is better than the 4-drop I just drew. I'm not looking for value, I'm looking to get the board control back. But he might be going for the value plays. He's not, unfortunately. He seems to know what he's doing. That's not great. So what I want to do is I want to go for as much tempo as I can. There's a slight synergy with that one, and this just draws me some more resources, and then I'll trade in to the 2/2.
Join me.
And these stats wise, I contest the board. Let's see where we are. I probably would trade in his spot as
I
well.
hope you like my invention.
But I am going to hit that one and ping. It leaves me at 4. What can I do then? I can drop the skydiving instructor or the lights champion. It'll get me 2/2 and a 1/1. Most likely, it might be a 1/2 with the lowly squire. If that's the case, then I need to drop this first if I want to do so, because then I can get the ping and get some value out of the lowly squire. And that's only 25% chance.
What to do?
That's the better play if I do get it, but this one I also want to have a little bit of a broader board, I think. Because then I can trade in and drop the Volcanic Drake. Alright, let's do this.
Time runs out.
Skydiving Instructor. I ping and also drop the Mirror Entity. There we go. And the Mirror Image, not Mirror Entity, Mirror Image. Mirror Entity is the secret. Pretty vulnerable to AoE. I do have.
Change your mind.
He's just going for stats instead of getting just a little bit more value. So what I want to do now is that I want to try and save the Violet Spellwing. I do have 2 animated avalanches in the deck, and I think I need them to proc in to activate. So I want to just be a little cautious here. That's 6 points damage. Drop that one and then ping. And if I do that, then I also want to drop the Violet Spellwing. Or maybe I can drop the Volcanic Drake. Okay, let's see how many.
Time runs out on me.
We managed to restore one of them. just to clear some threats, but not really a lot. This sets up for a big swing turn at some point. Oh man. Probably gonna drop the Twin Tyrant either way, but there's two. Yeah, there's a lot of targets right now. Oh man. Could also get some kind of AoE. I think that might actually even be a little bit better. Arcane Explosion, is that good enough? I'll take care of 1, 2, 3. And then I will get that discounted to that's going to be 4 lower, it's going to cost 2. I think that's actually fine.
No.
Then I could ping. No, because it costs 1. Do 1, 2, 3. Then I need.
Time runs out on me.
I will ping. I will drop these two. If he had Holy Nova, I think he would have used it last time. But that's kind of the worst card right now. Wow! Getting wrecked! But also I have my own. I think I want to. Because now, but if he can heal, that doesn't really matter that one. I need to have it in order to activate. Even if he heals, I can hit in and then. Oh, this is going to be a value game, right? But Boom Pistol Bully is going to negate that somewhat. And then again, it's not going to be now, apparently. I need to answer this. Hey, man! Okay. Now, pink or violet spellring. What are the chances? 2 in 15. Roughly 15%. And I do have a chance of drawing. There's another elemental as well. 2 more in the deck. It's 4 cards. I do think I want to play the Spellwing. Yeah, he drops the Tyrant. Yeah. Okay. It's actually quite good. Now I want to drop. This one.
Buddy move, and no one gets hurt.
And this one. And I'll ping this one. Just to make it a little bit awkward for him. He has a bunch more value than me. Yeah.
Let me change your mind.
7. Okay. On the arcane amplifier is really good because it will activate that one on the next turn. Just 3 and a 2, then I'll clear that one. And then what? It's 5. And I drop the Clockwork Knight. I know I'm not getting the synergy there.
What to do?
But that's just the highest amount of stats. That's what I need right now.
Your power. Limitless. Begone!
He strikes really favorably with that one. With his... What's that? Cleric? His priest? Okay, he sets up lethal. Oh. So if I do this, then I'm pretty much done for. Unless I drop the arcane missiles and 3 hits that one specifically, and that with 3 targets is a very small chance. So instead, paladin cards can introduce healing.
Answer the call of light.
That's what I want to go for. But it does not. Then we're back to the annoying game plan. Nope. And
I'll be a real knight.
there we go.
Well played.
I just see the lethal.
Well played.
Come on.
You win this.
Alright, 8-1. And the reason why I lost that game wasn't due to, the way I see it at least, any specific misplays or anything. It's just what happens with a deck which has a shortcoming of
You asked for it.
an early game curve, which isn't really too strong. The majority of the games might work still, but this is just where we saw a shortcoming of the deck. And my 2-drops are really weak. But I usually mitigate that over the course of the game.
I'll show you who's boss.
Greetings, greetings.
Hello.
Job done.
Hush now. If he drops a minion, then I might be able to ping it. Okay, he's just taking care of that business, so to speak. Okay, Arcane Amplify is definitely better if I can get the hero power along with it. Just gonna drop this one
Job done.
because it's kind of the same. There's a very small chance that he'll run a demon that needs silencing, but this is oh. So he trades a 4-drop for my 3-drop. That's nice. Actually, Conjurer suits the board well. If that were only having 2 health left. Then I can consider to drop the Arcane Amplifier instead of the Boom Pistol Bully, because when we get towards 8 mana, then it will and therefore This suits the board so well.
Your power.
Only 3 damage here. There we go. Because the boom pistol bully is going to neutralize the twin tyrant when we get to that point in the game. That is a must remove target, definitely. I'll just add a resource. I'll sacrifice a little bit of tempo. I should, for 6 mana, I should get a 6/6, but then I'll just generate some resources. I'm somewhat ahead on the board right now. Okay, still a little bit of a value game from my opponent, I see. Okay. The mirror entity could actually be rather interesting. I need to ping, so I'm dropping in the Grand Crusader. Pinging, swapping the Shotbot mirror entity, and then ping that 7 mana. And then I won't pre-hit that one. There's no reason to if he's going to hit it into my Grand Crusader anyway. So we'll do this. Just considering, is that better than a 2/2 and a mirror entity? I think he's under pressure right now, so he needs to drop whatever he can. I think the mirror entity is somewhat better. Shouldn't be anything placement-wise that I need to consider. He doesn't have the coin anymore, so I can't coin a tyrant. He's going to get rid of one of them. Again, if I hit in the last turn, I wouldn't have gotten anything out of it. Nothing right now. I do have an extra Violet Spellwing, so just preemptively activating an Avalanche is good enough.
Do not join me.
Job's done.
If he does have the Twin Tyrant, it's not active until the next turn, which allows me to develop even more.
You'll grow up to be a fierce one. You'll grow up to be a fierce one.
Do get my own Tyrant there. Okay, how do I want to play this? The Reborn minion is rather good in this regard. But my Twin Tyrant actually matches up towards his Tyrant pretty well, because the health is... He has 4 targets with the Spellwing. That isn't all that great. So, I'm doing something to play. Just having that one hit, that's perfectly fine with this minion.
Join me.
Hand over the goods.
Actually, only 2 targets that I wouldn't be too happy about him hitting, but I'm setting up lethal right now. So the Tyrant isn't really... As you can see, that's the poor target for him. That's also a poor target for him. The Boom Pistol Bully won me the game there. Great card. Well, it seems to be going quite well right now. And I start with a low-cost minion.
Well done.
It's pretty cool.
Shall be mine.
You
And
asked.
an avalanche. I think that is too early to keep. I want to draw it later. Boom Pistol Bully is also great. Again, want the early game right now, then I can draw into some stuff later. However, lowly squire here is probably better.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Also, the skydiving instructor is also thinning the deck just a little bit. I could drop both the spell wings, but I really want to conserve the
We're using real swords.
synergy just a little bit. Next turn I can drop the skydiving instructor and I can take care of much of his stuff. Okay. He has a slow start. Definitely dropping this one.
Next stop, ground floor. We're using real swords.
And that's all my 1-drops. Only have some good stuff left. Except for 3 2-drops. Here's one. Man. Okay. I'm gonna trade in the whole board. I also want to, when I'm against a warlock, I really want to pressure his face. Drop the Dragonkin Sorcerer. The only thing that would wreck me would be another wing if he does have a dragon to activate it. Then I should trade. But then next turn I can contest another wing of the clockwork. I think this is still worth the risk. But we'll see. I want to make sure he can't tap. It's 5 and 6.
You call that a
Okay. Big old whelp. I don't want to pressure him again. One, two, three. I can't get to that. Discount. If that's his best answer to the board, then he shouldn't be able to do anything really crazy. Okay. It's something. Next turn I can coin that one. If I need to. But in the meantime, what would I be doing? Grand Crusader. Yeah, I think that's the best challenge to the board right now. And I get a resource card.
Answer the call of the light.
Sure. Dragon synergies. Nice. I do have a, other than the Twin Tyrant. Alright. Oh, wow. This is the worst one. There's no way around it.
I wonder.
Job's done.
That's good. The 2 best ones. that is the case, then I just want to continue going face. And another one. Okay, let's see. I want to have this one go there. Okay, missiles. I'll try and present a broad board. Let's 1 and a ping. That's 3, 4, and then the mirror.
What to do? What to do?
Let's see what we hit here. It might be that I'm dropping Night Bane Templar instead. Oh, I'm definitely pinging. But then the board isn't all that threatening. And therefore it might be better if we do this. And then drop some spell wings.
Someone's out on me.
Job done.
Let's see if he has a melee. He's going to be looking for it anyway. But if he clears the board somehow, then I'm dropping the animated avalanches anyway. Two damage. I guess that is fine. Looks like he's fishing for something. Ooh. Dark skies, okay. But I do have the reload as planned. Also drop this one here. Just to avoid any rush minions. And if he develops a broad board, then I can flame strike. If not, then yeah, I do actually have lethal. Still fishing. That's not enough. Yeah, that's it. There's a bunch of ways for that to be possible. We'll also drop the 2 arcane missiles first to see if you could punch through before the flame strike, but I guess that's fine. At least 2 games left. We found one. See here, it's the same challenge as before. No early game. We just do a full mulligan. See if we can find some of the 1-drops. That's all we can do. Did find a spell wing. That's great. And a lowly squire.
Hello.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Job done.
Spelling. An investment in 2 mana will push this to a 2/2. It'll be a 2/3 for 1 mana investment. But then I can
We're using resource.
Job done.
I'll still use this as an activator later on. I think that's a little bit better. We saw in the last game how much of a power turn that is to drop those activated animated avalanches.
I must consider it.
That's a spell, most likely. Ooh. That is a rather weak minion to drop. Okay. He seems under pressure. I'll do this.
Real swords.
And just ping him if I want to. Yeah, he'll hit and heal.
Run away!
Oh, nice. Question is, what am I doing here? Well, I can't hold tempo back. If he wants to heal here, that's fine. But he can't heal up past 3 health. Needs something more. If I do not have anything to drop, any other 5 drops on the next turn, I'll just drop the Boom Pistol Bully. And I'll need to wait for the dragon. Right now, he seems like he has such a slow start, and that's really great for me. Okay.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
You'll be real light. Same game plan. If not, then it would be that I hit in, drop the Asher Drake, and then just gamble that 4 out of the 5 missiles go on that one. I don't think so. This is going to be the most significant threat, and then we can do the trade. Next turn is going to be the Grand Crusader, most likely. And then I could present Flame Strike. He's not too happy about it.
You're in trouble now.
That's the most perfect answer. Why didn't you have any doubts on that one? What do I do here? So if I shoot this one, and I hit that one, then I can bump in. Then it's going to be 4. And if I hit that one, then I invest 3 mana to get rid of 2 minions. And then that's going to be at 3.
What to do? What to do?
I guess I'll do this. Okay. That actually hit nothing.
Time runs out on me.
Deathwing.
Hand over the goods.
I'll do the trade. Deathwing is just like a Hail Mary. If we spend all our resources, then you drop Deathwing on the board, and then there's a chance you win off that one.
Run away.
Flame Strike any good? Yeah, Grand Crusader is better. And I do have a couple of elementals. I have 3 elementals left, so I can drop this one as well. And I do have a bunch of other resources first.
Answer the call of the light.
Could be a waste. Then again, he can't heal to 5 then. I can Flame Strike or drop the Twin Tyrant. Most likely he'll hit the 5/6 into the 5/5, heal it, use the 4/3 to clear the 1/1 and go face, and then he has 5 mana left to develop. And if he drops 1 or 2 small minions, then Flame Strike might be better than the Twin Tyrant.
Your feeble magic.
Okay, he's not even doing that. He just wants to go face. Interesting. $4/8. So I'll remove, worst case, I'll remove just the 5/1, and then he has lethal. If I Flame Strike, I'm sure to live 1 more turn. Surest one can be, I guess. Then I can Twin Tyrant on the next turn. It's not looking good. But I'm still in it. I still have Deathwing as a Hail Mary. 8 mana's worth of development. That's
We hear your heart.
For the crusade!
I think Arcane Missiles to soften up the board, hopefully hit some of the 1/1s is better, and then I need to drop the Twin Tyrant. There's nothing else that will guarantee me. I need to hit the 7/3. Is there anything else that guarantees that I'll hit that one? That's a no, without using my own face. We'll do this. It's a whole bunch of nothing. Let's see. That's a good one. 2 best ones. So he needs to find 3 damage. I do have that. Let's break with Deathwing. But I still need some stuff in order to manage the board. So it might be in that just drop Deathwing.
By moon and spear!
2 is 1 damage off.
Timeline amuses me.
Okay.
Must move quickly.
I guess that settles it. Only way that I live is by dropping Deathwing. I'll get in this 4 damage. And I'll do this. Might be that he gets damaged by this minion. There's only going to be 3. Then I can get some stuff. Flame Strikes, Twin Tyrants. Maybe I can clear his board, stuff like that. That's going to be the 7/7 dragon if he gets it. Okay. that's a good answer. Yeah, that's it.
Well played. You win this.
On to the next one. Alright, this might be the last one, guys. But we can do it. I actually tried once before to start with 2 losses and then just winning 12 in a row after that. That was really amazing. Apparently not that many opponents and high wins, or... Wait times are somewhat longer at the high winds. But this is a good start. And I do think that when I have such a good early curve with both a Frostwolf Grunt and the Arcane Breath, I want to actually activate the Arcane Breath by holding onto this Wind Tyrant. And then I'll see if I can get a 3-drop. Usually that's not what you want to do, because it's going to be a dead card in your hand for such a long time. But with this deck, I do feel like that's something I can do. And then the Frostwolf Grunt is perfectly fine against that one. Another Twin Tyrant.
What you want?
He wants to have some presence on the board. If you drop something with 2 health, then I can drop an Arcane Breath. Basically, if he has his own Firehawk, then I can Arcane Breath ping.
My eyes are open.
It's still 3 health, so I can still do that. But also rely on the Frostwolf Grunt.
I wonder.
I think I actually want to play the Mirror Entity instead. I can catch up with his potential 4-drop. It is a bit dangerous to leave something up on the board, but then he trades in, I get that minion, I can trade into that one. This wizard's not doing anything really crazy. I always get the card generation parts first. Polymorph seems really nice. Draw 3 spells from the deck. I don't think I have that many spells. I do have them, but I don't need them as such. I'm downgrading the board just a little bit, shifting around the stats, but I think this is going to be fine anyway. And a 3-drop answers his 5-drop. That's really nice.
What to
Next
do?
up, ground floor. One day I'll be a real knight.
Make a
All dogs
board.
do learn.
Isn't the him getting my hero power is not too bad now.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Oof. Okay, that's 3 points of damage, and then the 2/2, and then yeah, well that 2/2 actually, because that one can grow. Has a bigger potential, even though it's a 1-drop.
Jump, jump, jump!
There we go.
Sorts.
This is a really strong board. Also because I can drop the Twin Tyrant or the animated Avalanche on the next turn with this drop here. And I can trade in the board. It's actually fine. Hello, Evan. Just go around and gonna say my hello. And then I can either, if it's just one big threat, then I can pull him off. If not, then the Twin Tyrant.
You know, take candle.
Let's show our guests.
Okay. Could also just Flame Strike. Get rid of it. Yeah. I can just concentrate on pushing 14 points of damage, setting up lethal. Then if he drops a taunt, then I just pull him off and then I push lethal. And then we have our 12-win run potentially. But he was smart enough to try and spread out on the board, and he might not have had any read or any consideration that I could have like an AoE effect. Yeah, he doesn't have any taunts or heals. Alright, then we go to the 12-win final boss. Oh, that was a quick find. You do have some good early game drops there. We want to see if we can find my 3 drops. I can draw into these later on. Again, Boom Pistol Bully is something that just before turn 8 is a really good card to drop. I guess this is fine. It's just a little bit better minions than the ones I had before. Ghastly Conjurer is kind of a where you can just delay the game a little bit if you just need to push the last points of damage towards lethal. I wouldn't say I have Burst in the deck, but that's a really grand potential for a bunch of damage.
Once upon a time.
Alright. Twin Tyrant. And trade the hero power. Yeah, if he chooses to ping the 1/1 or ping the 3/1, the 3/2, and then hit in that one, then he has a slow turn and I can develop even more. Or I can coin a 3, but then I can't play anything on the next turn. We'll just do this. Let's see what he does. I'm hoping he uses his hero power to get some value. Use my hero power. He's not. That was annoying.
I'll get right on it.
Person which knows what the game is all about.
Out of my city.
Almost golden is really good here. And just ignores them somehow. Then I can make a choice on the arcane missiles. Very well, right now I'm not too interested in that. Fine. Then I can do a Dragonkin, arcane missiles in the next turn, or the violet. I do think I want a lot of stats out there.
You're in trouble now.
He will be trading right now, at least.
We hear your heart.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of that one.
Dirty.
And we'll see what we hit with the arcane missiles before we choose what to drop. It could be these two, it could be a ping, it could be Dragonkin Sorcerer. So we choose to ping. And he can't really challenge the board. And then I'm gonna drop this one. Yeah, and I can Dragonkin on the next turn, then Hero Power, most likely.
So many.
Ooh, Battlecry minions.
Once upon
Ooh,
a
that was a
time.
Battlecry minion. He does have another dragon, but at least I can trade into that one. Flame Strike. Well, doesn't exactly matter with the board at hand. I think I can do this trade and then drop the Dragonkin and do a ping. I think that's going to be a little bit
Fight dirty.
better. Because then I hold off some damage. He's getting low on cards. But if he has kind of a Sue deck, then he'll flood the board right now. I can do a Flame Strike, and that'll be a setup for the Twin Tyrant turn. Because he's not going to trade into my minion with those two unless he has a spell specifically that can clear it. I do know he has dragons, and those guys are somewhat big. Another good card right now would be a Boom Pistol Bully. Apparently that's quite difficult to say. Oh, he just generated 2 brains.
Out of time.
There's no activity at all. Oh, there we go.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Yeah, there needs to be a Flame Strike. Oh, even though I draw that one. But I can't take 7 points of damage. I need to do this. And I need to clear. And if he does have some Twin Tyrants, he's not getting any value out of those. Could just be a sport and play into my Twin Tyrants. 2 4 health minions, please. But at 12 wins, and I'm on 8 mana, it's probably not going to do that. You might not have a choice though. Close enough. Really close enough. He's got some kind of Zoom playstyle going on there, but he still has a dragon in hand. He has the 6 turn 6 draw he has there. I think. Can't exactly remember.
I wonder.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, if he goes face, then I have the Twin Tyrant. Can't do. What's that? 12 damage is a burst. Only with
Let's negotiate. You can see.
Alright, that's dangerous, dude.
Acquisition.
2 bananas. I think I need to control the board a little bit. I'm hidden here. It's 5, 2, 9, 10. Yeah, let's do this first. Drop this one, see where we hit. What's more dangerous, the spell? I don't think so actually, because if I drop this one, it's 9, 13,
I wonder.
15, and then a ping.
Time runs out on me.
Nobody move.
That's perfect. Then can I do this? And then he can even clear 9, 13. So even if he clears the mana worm or one of the twin tyrants. 9, 11. Yeah, now it's enough. That's dangerous to tap. Yeah, we got it. 12 wins, guys. And you saw the run from 7 wins upwards. So got a little bit more gameplay out of that one. Let's see the rewards. Lightforge key. Cool. Bunch of gold. Come on. Oof, that's some nice rewards there. 250, 350, 395, 490. Cool. Let's check the pack. Only missing 1 legendary for this expansion at the moment. And that's Ysera. Right, Stormhammer. That's definitely a viable weapon. I can't remember if I have 2. I haven't tried the Dragon Warrior yet. But now I have it, if I didn't have it before. So, 12 wins. We managed to do it. And it's great to have both play modes to shuffle around with. And Arena is really fun. So it's a matter of trying it out, getting in there, and then wrecking havoc. So that's really good. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck in the arena.